Hi there, it's Katie the Crafty Crab, and I'm back again with a special guest design team project for you. So Gareth from G's Embellishment Emporium has sent me this really cute set. So he is now stocking these sets that usually include some kind of stencil, a die, some embellishments and stamps. And so I was lucky enough to be sent this Peacock one. I think the components in each set are different, but in this one we have this beautiful peacock feather stencil. There are also some wooden buttons that are in the shape of peacock feathers, and I think there's 4 of them in here, and they're so beautifully coloured as well, and so you can use those as wooden embellishments. And then we have this beautiful, gorgeous peacock die. It's so detailed and quite fiddly with all the different pieces, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. I really love this, all the kind of feather detail. There is a stamp set which is really versatile, so you've got images of peacocks, feathers and some flourish patterns as well. These are just so pretty. You could use these for so many different things. I really like the flourishes and just the simple feather designs, but the peacock stamps themselves are absolutely beautiful, and you could use these for birthday cards, anniversaries, anything. It's a really lovely range of images. And the last element of the kit are these bronze or metal embellishments. So there are 2 of the peacocks, and I just caught my finger, but I'm all right. That's my own clumsiness. So you could use these to paint them or put jewels in. I must admit I'm quite tempted to just use them as they are because they are so pretty. So I'm now going to whiz through and show you some card demonstrations of how I use this set. I really like how this peacock stencil effect has come across. So I now want to use the stamp set, and I'm going to use one of the flourishes just to fill that white space at the bottom of the card. And in case you hadn't spotted, the inks I've been using for this card was the Tim Holtz Distress inks, the peacock feather, which is the blue, and the picked raspberry, which is the pink colour. And I think because it had peacock in its name, it just seemed like a perfect combination, and I'm really pleased with how the colours have come out, and with the raspberry and the blue mixing to create that kind of slightly purple effect. So I just want to repeat this flourish along the bottom on both sides. So I will whiz through now so you can watch the rest of the elements coming together. the next card I want to make using this set is, well, it's a birthday card I have in mind. So off camera, I used the Peacock die, and I cut it out using some of the Paradise Crush paper that I'm currently in love with. So I picked a paper that had quite a nice pattern of feather. I think it was more of a floral paisley pattern, but when you've cut it out and poked all the elements out, it looks quite feathery, so I thought this would be really super. So I'm using the die cut, and I thought against the green card it was looking a bit bland, so I'm going to repeat the technique I showed you earlier, and I'm going to be stamping out a background using one of the other images. So this is, instead of a stencil, I use the same colours, but I use the peacock feather from the stamp set. And then I realised that if I mount that die cut straight onto that pattern, it's going to get lost. So I wanted to show all the highlights and the detail. So here I am mounting it onto white card, and then you'll see me use the same inks that I used before, the peacock blue and the picked raspberry from the Tim Holtz set, to highlight some of the cutout elements and just to bring some more colour. So enjoy the rest of this film. And here are my final 2 cards I've made for this set. Really happy with how they turned out. It's such a beautiful set to work with, so many really nice elements, and I hope that gives you some inspiration.